Hello, my beautiful and valuable friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tetevik, and in today's video, I'm going to be your guide into time management. In this video, we will discuss different steps how to better manage your time, manage your own mind in the time, and use the time that you are given in this world, because time is limited, as we know. And before we start, let me just tell you that I finally launched a new program. It's a new training program. One is for the corporate companies and one is for more private individuals, and they're both about time management. First, the one that is for the companies is very structured. It talks about the company structure, it talks about the strategy, it talks about employers, it talks about in general the team management and the management styles and how you can better manage your time to get more results. And the second, that is more private, for the private individuals, it talks about three different aspects: how to manage your private life, how to manage your actually leisure time, and how to manage your career life. And both programs are very, very needed nowadays, because I see that we live in a fast-paced environment and we need these trainings. If you are interested in any of these trainings, or you would like to have just one-to-one consultation and just to understand how to better manage your time, please contact me below by emailing, and you can also request my book. And if you would like to donate and if you enjoy my work, you're more than welcome to do it by the little links that are attached in the description. So now let's start. In this video, we are going to talk about 4 different steps how to better manage your time. First step is you need to understand what time is. Very often in my videos, I always say you need to understand something, some matter, in order to manage it or actually be very skilled in it. The same thing is containing time. If we don't understand what time is, then we can't really manage it. Let's admit it. Time is completely universal. It's one thing that is actually not in our control. Time flies regardless how much we want to stop it. And that's why time is one of the greatest values in the universe. Time is an essence that your life, your being, your essence is built from. It's the core, it's the most essential part, it's the most crucial element of your existence. Therefore, if you understand this little thing about such a big subject as time, then you are actually very wise, because now you understand, oh, time is the most valuable thing I have. I'm actually, part of the time. The time goes and I'm just in it. How can I manage my time? And if you understand these things, if you start asking these questions, then it's very good, because you are about to discover something amazingly magnificent. So get ready. When you understand that it's one of the biggest values, you also make sure that you come into reality and understand that every day you are given time. Every morning, if you woke up this morning, first of all, be very grateful, because so many people didn't wake up. But every day when you wake up, you are given a specific credit. Imagine that you have a bank account. Your life is a huge, big bank. And every day, the bank management gives you credit. A credit that is only yours, that can be used only by you, but with one condition. If you don't use that credit, that big amount that is given to you today, it will expire in the end of the day. So this is all metaphor. I hope you understand this is just a comparison. I'm just comparing time with the bank, with a credit. And the bank is your life. Therefore, if you're given this credit, this time, make sure you use it wisely and you use it today. Some people say, oh, I just like to kill time. I have nothing to do today. I'm bored. And every time I'm pushed away and I'm thinking, how can you not do anything with your life? How can you not do anything with your time? You know, it takes so much time to go and build these videos, you know, create the context, film them, go to the studio, dress up, make hair, make makeup. And I gladly invest that time because I see so much value in my work. I see how people's lives are changed. And therefore, every day when I wake up, every day when I go to bed, I know that I've used my time wisely. I've given something to the world and I've got something from the world. You know, this gives me so much pleasure. And I had a consultation recently with one gentleman, and he said, I don't know how to balance my life. And you know what we did? We just created a circle, and in the circle we put percentage of everything that he does, like how many percent would be work for work, how many percent will be time that he takes a shower or eats or does just general home things, how many percent will that be if he just travels, how many percent are for this hobby, how many percent is for his dating. And we found out that, you know, majority of men, of course that's normal, but majority of his time, 75% of his time was just work. You know, everything else was just few percent that he takes care of the house and the garden and his garage, but nothing else was involved. You know, that's why he had no time for dating. That's why he was single for the last 5 years. And I said, okay, now we need to split this time. We need to generate more time. And after 2 weeks, of course, by constant practice, and we have constant consultations, and my work that I do with people is very regular. I don't just consult and leave you be. I follow up with you. I get on your feedback. I see how you're doing. And that's the beauty. I think that's why people like working with me. That's why they want these consultations. And they ask me, can you make more videos? Can you make more videos? And of course, I'm here. I'm making these videos to help the world. And that is my, you know, destiny, to help. And I'm very happy to do that. So going back to this, you need to understand what time is. You know, what is that eating your time? You know, the time is the most valuable essence of your life. When you understood that, you go to second step is number 2, and that is valuing your time. When you understand that time is so precious, when you understand that you have to cherish time, the time becomes your biggest value. It becomes the diamond that you look after, you clean, and you know, you wash, and you're making sure that you don't scratch. It becomes like a jewel for you. It becomes like a big, you know, invest something that you really, really cherish. When you value your time, you also start using your time very, very wisely. A lot of people who come to consultation, I will tell you honestly, it's really hard for them to go back to the basics like they were living. Because after finding out the truth, they say, oh, I wish I would not know. Now I feel guilty that I'm not using my time. And that is very good news. You need to feel this kind of pressure that how can I waste the most biggest value in my life? I need to make my time more effective for myself. I need to be wiser with myself and with my time. And therefore, when you understand that your time is valuable, you stop and you neglect things that are eating your time, that are killing your time, and that are wasting your time. The biggest question, if you're struggling with time management, is to ask, what is maybe it's one activity or a few activities, but what is that I'm doing, and on what activity I'm actually wasting my time? Not what I have to do. For example, if you need to prepare for the exam, you don't need to think, okay, I want to prepare for exam, but ask yourself, what is the one activity or 2 activities that I'm doing today that will actually prevent me from getting ready for my exam? And you will find out, oh, I want to watch 10 videos, which are not necessary today. Or I want to just walk in a park, which actually I need to get ready for my exam. When you find out what you're wasting your time on, you're really quick to actually go to the source and understand, okay, I'm going to eliminate those 2 activities that are not beneficial for me, and I'm going to put my energy on actually preparation of my exam. Or if you have an interview tomorrow and you don't know what to wear, the best thing is actually go to the wardrobe and just go through the colors and find out what you're going to wear, instead of just taking a longer shower than you usually take and watching TV until it's midnight and you have to rush to bed and you have to rush to go to the interview, but your outfit is not ready. So you see what I'm trying to say is that you need to eliminate and find these time waster, and then it means you have learned to value your time. The third step, you need to decode the truth. Now, this is the most important part of this video because I will tell you something that will really change your outlook to life. Are you ready? Okay, take a little notepad if you need to write this down, or stop yourself if you're running somewhere and listen to this very carefully. This is the most important part. You cannot manage time. You cannot manage time. You cannot manage your time or anybody else's time. Why? Because time doesn't belong to you. Your time, of course, is kind of yours. You are in this world and you have time, but time as a general big concept doesn't belong to you. You don't own it and you don't control it. Therefore, time management actually is a wrong term. The right way would be is self-management. Self-management is what exactly matters. So how can you manage time? The question is, you need to learn to manage yourself. That is the only thing. Decoding the truth it means you understand that you cannot manage the time because it's just a universal concept. And you understand that you need to manage yourself. And number 4, which is the most important in the end of this list, is you learn to manage your plans. So to time manage, you need to self-manage. To self-manage, you need to plan manage. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you have a plan, you'll be able to manage yourself. If you manage yourself in a bigger spectrum, you kind of manage the time. So in general, we cannot manage the time that is universal, that is just running around us, past us, but near us, by us, but we can manage ourselves in that process. I can manage my body, I can manage my thought, I can make the list. So to be really practical, I'll give you just 2 things that you need to do to manage yourself better so you can use the time more effectively, and instead of just being busy, to be productive. First, decide what is that you want to do. What is your plan? What is your dream? What is that you have to do or want to do or must do? Is that your exam? Is that the job application you need to send? Is there a date you need to schedule and get actually ready? You want to learn something? You want to travel somewhere? You want to renovate your house? What is that you want to do? Make sure you have the plan. Now, when you have the plan, break that plan down, put the deadlines, put some notes, what week, where you want to go, how much you need to buy, what is the funds that you need to have to do this plan. Break it down as small as you can. And it's very easy. When you create the plan, the second step is action. There's nothing else you can do, really. When you have a plan and clear vision in your mind, the only thing you need to do is actually action it. Start doing something towards your plan. That means you will actually manage your plan. So let's recap one more time. To successfully manage your time, you need to understand what time is. Number 1, understanding what time is understanding that it's the greatest value, it's the treasure, it's the biggest essence that your life, your being is created from. Second, you value time. You learn to value your time. And when you value your time, you start eliminating things that are not necessary. You stop wasting your time and you start using your time wisely. Third step is to realize that you can't really manage time because time, universal time, doesn't belong to you. You're just part of it, but it doesn't belong to you. So the only thing you realize you can do is manage yourself. And when you realize that, we go to the number 4. You start managing your plan, your destiny.